Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. Today, a Sunshine State showdown in Florida. They believe their level of football is the Florida Atlantic Owls and the Florida State Seminoles. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you enter Doak Campbell Stadium, you have to walk past the statue of Bobby Bowden first. This is sacred territory in college football. The fans know it when they get the most special places in all of college football. We can't wait to see how the Seminoles bounce back this season here at the Doak. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Seminoles will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. On the move from inside his 5. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Grabbed by the kicking team.
Man, this... You know, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it in. There's some room. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Owls offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a gap, it's Bernard. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Under fire. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man. Getting tackles for losses, getting sacks. It makes it easy to play defense. You know what else does? Forcing a 3rd and long where you know they got to throw the football like they got right here.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Corrals it at the 45. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes a catch. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the Dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Myers on the move. Finds a man on the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. Going to the run, it's Bernard. Could be an alley. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on first and goal. He's got him. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. They'll run play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense putting points on the board.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play, and you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop. Got to stop the bleeding and get the ball back to our offense.
Got room to work. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, no!
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and throwing it over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Garcia. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Garcia. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Fires on the move. Makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watch the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that lap.
Maybe some room here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Run in the red zone, it's Bernard. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Florida State. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Holloway. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And the Owls come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, a lot of people in Florida State really excited about Quintravion Wisner coming in over from Texas to fit into this offense. Obviously, a very disappointing year last year, David. And with Wisner and his game-breaking ability with his speed, they're really expecting a lot of explosive plays from their transfer running back.
And so much excitement last year when you started and you beat Alabama, and like everybody was pounding their chest, and then everything's really changed since that point. Norvell back calling plays. You know, he is obviously a guy that's under pressure, under fire, been talked about a lot. This could go a long way if they could have an explosive offense. Get that side of the ball taken care of again. A long way to having another turnaround season for Florida State.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone, it's Holloway. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Catch in the middle, it's Henry. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Garcia. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Owls right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Back open in the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his legs, it's Bernard. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard. He gets a hand on it. He's got the ball. That one's live.
And man, did you see that defender climb the ladder? How high did he jump to block that field goal? That was amazing.
Guys. That Florida State offense back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
Guys, he's already got 44 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. They're going to go right back to him on fakes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep.
Might have a chance. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, they gave it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the run.
Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Lining up to more onto that lead. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Garcia. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. This guy makes... Hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. Got it in stride at the 15. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. Florida Atlantic will go to work with. Caught in the backfield, it's Garcia. And he'll be brought down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Florida Atlantic tries to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab down the middle. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB is looking for.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Working that left side now. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Here's a little room there. He now has 79 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. They'll move the tight end. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Noles!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Coming out with it, it's Holloway. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. On the run, it's Bernard. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Uncorks it. He's got an open man. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. Offense, this second quarter is probably going to be a game for you. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And after the failed connection on 2nd down, this offense faces a 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. It's complete to the left. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He'll try the left side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Didn't get much on first down. A yard out to the 30-yard line.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The Seminoles send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Run inside. It's Bernard. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Rushes on him. And it's a sack.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home,
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Now the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Noles will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete on the right side. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Bernard. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught behind the line. It's Messer. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Give to the back. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Tight end now in motion. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll just down it right there.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the run, it's Bernard. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. 3rd and long is now turned into 4th and forever. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. They've got it. The 32, 1st and 10 coming. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to throw, it's Sperry. There's the pressure. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Makes it past the marker. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Leaves it with the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They'll move the wide receiver. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Florida State!
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they picked up 32 yards on that drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Complete. Could not make his way to the corner. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Messer. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. On the ground, it's Singleton. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. He lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He's into the open down the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. On the run, it's Singleton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Seminoles will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Powers through the defender. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. showing play action. Makes the grab on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection.
There's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Hauls it in. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Bernard. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Caught over the middle, it's Garcia. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Florida State sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete pass, but it'll be a productive play for the offense. This flag's going to go against the D.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Back to pass, it's Applewhite. A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A shot toward the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Throws toward the end zone. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking for space. It's Bernard. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And the quarterback takes a knee. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 19 team, the Utah Utes. And it's BYU getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game at Doak Campbell Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
The Owls will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They go right back to it. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Singleton. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Noles will call on their punt team. Hauls it in at the 25. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield. It's Henry. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Henry. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Going with the ground game left. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. The run inside. It's Bernard. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Red pass, it's complete. Could not make his way to the corner. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. mountain is still enormous. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Singleton. Got enough for the first. Got a little grass. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
He breaks a tackle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Punt is on its way. And he muffs it, a loose football.
Man, college football is crazy. It looks like he's about to go score on this punt return. Instead, getting down inside the 10-yard line, he coughs it up. That is a play that could very well define this game.
I have no earthly idea why we saw a field goal attempt on that last play, but the offense certainly is set up for business now. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henry. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Takes a handoff. It's Bernard. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. After the run, now to throw. That's caught. It's Holloway. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And tackled there by the defense. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a 4th down looms and decision time for this offense. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Here's a heat. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Owls. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down and run. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game.
Snap to the up man. It's a fake. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. This offense has it with really good field position. The run inside. It's Bernard. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on 2nd down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Now the play fake. Flips it out to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Oh, he makes the catch. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Florida Atlantic looking to score from the red zone. They'll run it. It's Farrell. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. Did you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Got it, looking for the first down. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Right down the boulevard. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Running inside. It's Singleton. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting a huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They're going to ride this running back. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to the ground game on the left. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. It's a draw. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Singleton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Fielded in the end zone. It's Garcia. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after and out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Fires deep on the run. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Give him 96 yards rushing now here in week one. A solid start to this new campaign.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy's been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game, with the lead, you want to keep doing that. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting better as the game goes on, so keep handing him the football.
And he just took a knee. I mean, so much for extending the play. He just quit on it. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. And they'll take a knee. It'll be third and long. And for some inexplicable reason, he takes a knee.
I love the awareness by the defense there. Third and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up fourth and long.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for space. It's Farrell. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the ground with the counter. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. So they're facing third and short from the 25. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Florida Atlantic to to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. Kick is in the air. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
On second down, he'll try. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the middle. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Send the tight end in motion. The handoff as they run the counter play here. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they're after him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Turns it loose deep. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Farrell. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. Now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to power it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Owls!
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build confidence the next time they take the field.
Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They'll keep it on the ground. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Floating away. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a first down. Nice move there on 4th and short. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Farrell. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Pulls and fires complete. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. How about knocking him down to stop him short of picking up that first down? And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. The defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on target this time. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Owls come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass. Right on the money. And the defense drags him down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum.
Finding some room. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're looking to throw on second and short. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. The Owls have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The quarterback takes a knee. So now it's 2nd and long. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. The Seminoles send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play-action fake. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Down in quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Not a chance. Missed it. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Line getting set on 2nd down. Trying play action. Lets it fly. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Owls come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Takes the ball inside the 30-yard line. It'll be enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 29. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll move the tight end. To the ground. He's got it again. There's a crease. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. The Owls back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Here comes the heat. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. And the Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. One more play to pad the stats. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And that one sails through the back of the end zone. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.